All right, Pisces, we're going to jump into this reading. So, I'm getting this feeling that there's someone longing for you, thinking about you. This person's thinking about you nonstop. I feel like they felt... There's an energy here of feeling like maybe the passion had died, the spark had died, this had died, the craving for you, but still realizing that there's an ember. There's still something burning under the surface. And maybe they're just now at a point where they're willing to acknowledge it. I just heard, oh. Yeah, so I'm hearing like a sense of acknowledgement, like, oh shit, why am I thinking about you nonstop? Why do I feel the need to pass by your house, pass by your job, see what you're driving, see if you've changed your phone number, see if you're on social media, maybe even I'm seeing someone on dating sites, seeing if maybe you're on the dating sites, you know, things like that, where I find myself in new things, new experiences, but I always find myself thinking back to you. Why are they watching Pisces nonstop? Let's do this differently today. That's interesting. It's interesting how I said, let's do this different today. So this person could be thinking about wanting to do something differently. Yeah. 9 of Cups. They could be wanting to take you out. They could also be doing some sort of self-reflection on healing. This person's wanting victory. They're wanting success. They're wanting to be recognized by you. The 4 of Swords is a healing energy, taking a break, taking a rest. But with the Hermit, that's a lot of self-reflection, taking a step back and giving themselves the time and the space to understand this. Again, wanting to do things differently. What is this Knight of Wands? They could be feeling very passionately drawn towards you. That could burden them. With the Empress underneath, it's an energy here where they could feel bad about how they do approach you or how they want to approach you. You know, it's like this person's thinking about you and watching you and wanting to approach you in such a passionate way. But then they could feel bad about that because they know that you deserve more. You're showing up as the Empress. You know, the Empress don't usually settle for someone who's just going to come in very passionately. The Empress is like, okay, what else do you have to offer? Because I can get that at a store. Well, what else you got to offer? Very interesting. Feeling burdened by that. Maybe this is how this person knows how to show up in love connections. Maybe this is someone who's always showed up in a sexual way, showed up and said, this is what I can do for you in this way, and not really thinking about doing it differently. This person's fantasizing a lot about you, wanting to make a choice, feeling very unbalanced by this choice, feeling very unbalanced by this connection and this situation, feeling really burdened and overwhelmed, trying to distract themselves, which is burdening and overwhelming them more. This person could be feeling very angry, holding back, holding the things that they want to say to you. There's conversations that have to do with emotions and love that they're holding back from. And that's the cycle here that needs to change. You guys need to get to a new cycle where this person can open up to you in an emotional way and be vulnerable and understand that you're not here to hurt their heart. You're here to make it feel safe. But again, wanting to take you out, maybe go have drinks with you. I'm seeing wine buckets, maybe wanting to go drink wine, go to a winery. Doing a lot of self-reflection about how they want you to view them, how they want you to see them, and feeling burdened by how maybe they think you do view them. Wanting to have the strength to change that. Wanting to offer you something, but staying in a fantasy world, which is making it hard for them to make a choice. There's 2 cards here of Lovers. That's a deep connection. That's a deep romantic, and it's also, again, a fantasy card, like fantasizing about one another, wanting to be close to one another, feeling like you guys match each other. This person feels very close to you. Very close to you. Even if they're not close to you, they still feel close to you. That burdens them too. Why is that? Because they could want to communicate or take some sort of action. Yeah, and the Ace of Cups, as I said that, because they're wanting to bring in some sort of love. They could want to travel towards you. They're wanting to balance this out. They're wanting this to be fair. What is fair in their eyes? Them taking action, speaking up, because my guinea pigs are screaming. You guys match each other. You match each other. But they know that they maybe need to bring in a sense of emotion. They need to be fair. They need to be logical. And the logical side of them is telling them, someone like this is not going to stay with you if you don't tell them how you feel. Someone that you feel like matches you is not going to stay with you if you're not willing to match their effort, match their energy, and show them what they mean to you. So there could definitely be movement forward, or even communication about wanting an Ace of Cups with you, moving this forward. What is this movement? There's 2 cards here of movement. Yeah, so there's been an energy here where this has been blocked for a while, but there's things turning behind the scenes that you don't see, that you don't know. The wheel's working in your favor. This person has went from not wanting to see this and staying very bound and blinding themselves to getting to a 2 of Swords energy. And the 2 of Swords energy in this deck, she can see through the things that's over her eyes. So it's like this person, even though that they still maybe want to blind themselves and act like there isn't a decision to be made some days, they know good and damn well that there is. You know, logically speaking, when you're looking up someone on social media, and when you're driving by their work, and you're driving by their home, and you're doing these things to keep you attached to them, it's for a reason. And we can blind ourselves all day to what those reasons are, but it's like this person's really starting to say, okay, I've got to make a choice. It's time for me to make a choice, not only from my heart, but from my head. What's logical? What's fair? Well, to be logical, to be fair, I have to come in and I have to tell you exactly what I'm feeling, exactly what I'm thinking. And I have to let that emotion come out. There's something here that this person wants to tell you, something that they feel you need to learn. And for some of you, it's just their feelings. It's something that keeps them up at night. It's something that makes them very anxious, because maybe there's an energy here where you've told them everything. Maybe you've told them they're your special person. There's so much here of truth being spoken, but I don't feel like they have. And that's what's going to bring that change and transformation. This person stepping up and saying, hey, I want to accept responsibility, but I also want to be a pillar in your life. I want to show you that I am practical, that I am grounded, that I can be a firm person in any kind of connection, whether it's a friendship, a love relationship, whatever it is. I have that stability within me. And I see you showing up as the Queen of Swords and saying, okay, well, let me make sure that I'm hearing what you're telling me correctly. So you're telling me that you're showing up this way. You're telling me that you now feel this. You're telling me that you have maybe felt this all along. You're telling me that we match one another. You're telling me that you're very attracted to me. But not only that, you also have feelings and emotions. You're telling me that you've learned your lessons and that you're tired of giving to people that don't necessarily need to be given to. I feel like you both have been through that, but I feel like there's something here about using your intuition. Using your intuition. Has this person changed their perspective? Has there been enough time apart for change to actually have happened here? This is the second Nine of Cups. So I'm seeing some sense of wish fulfillment, going out with one another, indulging with one another. This could also be a hookup card. Okay, I'm just saying. Wanting to come back around, but asking themselves what's logical, what's fair, how can I heal this? I know I need to come in and maybe ask you out and give you a sense of wish fulfillment, but again, there's an energy here. I'm not seeing any 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, so I don't see any long term yet. You know, we have this person thinking, how can I balance this? How can I make this work? Just be careful of giving into this person too quickly. I feel like you need to take it slow, especially with 2 Nine of Cups. That can be a strong energy of getting together, smoking, drinking, having fun, getting really caught up in the moment, caught up in the night, and then the next day being like, oh my God, we just took this from 0 to 100, and neither one of us even thought about it. Like, that's the kind of energy here, so be careful with that. But this person wanting to come in and make sure that this is fair, but also wanting to come back around, trying to use their intuition, wanting to passionately come towards you, wanting to give this another shot, but holding back. They can't help but want to come so passionately towards you. It's like, that's all I'm getting. Yeah. 10 of fucking cups. This person could actually want to tell you a message of good news. And the message of good news could be, you know, I want to give to this. I want to put in the work. Not only do I want to plant seeds with you, but I want to water it. I want to grow something here. I want to grow us. I want to grow this. So we see them ready to expand, but we also see you being a little on the wall or the fence about giving into this too quickly. Knowing that maybe you match this person, but also recognizing that this person didn't have a sense of stability in this connection in the past. But I feel like they're showing up differently. Also making sure that how they approach you is fair to you. I feel like the ultimate goal is you both wanting this 10 of Cups. Maybe you don't want marriage. Maybe, hell, some of you might not even want to live in the same house with your person. Everybody's different. But you ultimately want to feel fulfilled with someone. You want to feel like you have someone that you can put on your doctor paperwork that's got your back. You want to feel like you can call someone when the world's crumbling and they're understanding what you're going through and they're that listening ear for you. You want to feel like you can go out and be with someone that when they touch you and they hug you, you feel so fulfilled, you feel so safe. I feel like you both do want the end goal the same. You want to be happy with one another. Does this align with your values and your morals? Again, this person's longing for you, but what did I tell you? Go slow. That's what I'm saying. You have to ask yourself ultimately, is this person coming in because they want you, or is this person coming in because they value you? I see you being open with this person. I see them having a sense of regret. I see chemistry. I see a lot of chemistry here, but I also see again self-care, focusing on yourself. Focus on yourself and clear your energy before making any movements or any action. Okay, I heard this. I'm going to say it. For some of you, this person's going to come in. They're going to ask you out. They're going to want to go out with you. How can I say this on YouTube? Please yourself before going out with them. Yes. Everything's going to unfold in divine timing. Don't be quick to make a decision on this person. Do not be quick to make a decision on this person. I feel like you need to trust in why this person's coming back. I feel like you also need to recognize that the actions that you're going to take during this time are guided. So if you feel the need to go out with this person, it's for a reason. You're safely guided. Even if the worst case scenario happens and you do, let's say, have one of the best nights of your life, it was a good night. It's one for the memories. It's something that at the moment made you very happy. But I also feel like you need to be careful in giving into this person's temptations, because I feel like they do want you. They are feeling very passionately drawn towards you, feeling very magnetically pulled. I feel like there's a lot of sexual tension here. And this person understands that in order to change and transform this, they have to open up when it comes to emotion. But I also feel like there could be something here where you need to ask yourself, is this 10 of Cups enough for you? Are you wanting the 10 of Pentacles? What are you wanting when it comes to an offer? You know, again, like I said, for each of you, it's going to be different. And I feel like a recommitment could happen here. But I feel like, again, you guys need to go slow. You need to see if recommitment's possible. And if that recommitment actually aligns with what you're wanting and who you are now. Yeah, the timing's not right here. Everything unfolding in divine timing. This person feeling a lot of regret. Again, feeling so passionately drawn towards you. Them feeling like they want to do something like they haven't before. And maybe that's coming in towards you or taking some sense of action. I'm telling you, be careful of giving in to this person, y'all. I will always love you. I get lost in your beautiful eyes. I don't want to become too vulnerable. I do feel like this person has insecurities. I do feel like this person has insecurities, and I feel like they mask those insecurities by being very passionately drawn towards you and having that energy. Let's have fun. Let's do this. I want to do this with you, instead of saying, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I want with you. I hide who I really am from you. I lost myself for a while. Interesting. I want to make amends. I also want to get into this for what they see emotional fulfillment as, because I am getting that you two could have a little bit of kink in that. Maybe not being on the same page, feeling like they can't get enough of you. I heard you're a legend. I want to tell you how I feel. Feeling like they can't get enough of you. Your intellect arouses me. These cards have flipped. Will you ever make things right? Interesting. What does this person see as emotional fulfillment? The person that Pisces is dealing with. What do they see as emotional fulfillment? They want to go out. Strong Nine of Cups. This person could be a drinker. This person could be a drinker. They could like to go out, party. They could be the kind of person that when they drink is when their emotions come out. What do they see as emotional fulfillment? Damn. Manifesting something, but not manifesting love. Wanting to bring balance, wanting to heal. Feeling very wounded, feeling very guarded, standing their ground. So, this person's thinking of you and watching you. They're wanting to hook up with you. I'm not going to lie. They could be holding on to some sort of communication that you guys had, or they could be holding back from some sort of communication. This person wants to move out of rough waters into calmer waters, but they could definitely want to hook up with you. They could definitely not want... Yeah, they want a reunion, but not with strings attached. I don't want a reunion in the way where you're telling me, well, you have to give me commitment. You have to give me this. That's the different pages I'm getting. This person wants the Nine of Cups. They want you guys to sit on the couch and eat pizza and smoke and drink and indulge in one another. If I want to touch you, I want to touch you. If you want to touch me, you want to touch me. I feel like that's why they're asking you, does this align with you? Because I feel like there's an energy here where someone here did lose their self in this before. And they're wanting to tell you how they feel because they do have love and care for you, but they also have a lot of blockages. And although they're working through those blockages, remember I said it was the Two of Swords, there is an energy here where there is still a little bit of a blockage. This person is seeing that there has been a blockage, but you could have to be the one that brings change and transformation. A lot of options when it comes to victory and success. What is this person willing to fight for? What is their intentions with you? What are their intentions with you? The Fool, taking a leap. Nine of Wands. Let's turn that one around. What is their intentions with you? What are they wanting with this? They're wanting victory and success. They want to take a leap. Because they think very highly of you, with you coming up as the Empress. Wanting to flirt with you, wanting to talk with you, but maybe not wanting to make an actual choice. Seven of Wands, wanting to have maybe a guard or a wall. So it's like this person's watching you and thinking about you because they want you to drop your wall and your guard. They're wanting you to let them have their cake and eat it too. I want you. Don't you know that? And there's an energy here of you being like, well, you're not just going to flirt with me and not offer me anything. I'm the kind of person that you marry, and if you're not going to marry me, we don't have nothing else to talk about. And I feel like this person's just really wanting you to drop your guard, drop your wall, but I don't feel like it's happening. I feel like this person's wanting to flirt with you and talk to you in that way, but they're not wanting to be vulnerable. And that's the problem here. They know that in order for this to actually come back around, they have to come in with emotion and change and transform this, and you learn something. So they're not stupid. But again, having a wall, maybe even reflecting on that, reflecting about how they approached you, reflecting on how they continue to come in pursuit of something, having some sort of confusion, which makes it hard for you guys to move forward. Feeling like maybe you don't even trust them. person could also feel like you would be in an energy where you would probably lose sleep on whether or not you would want to collaborate with them because you don't trust them. So that's interesting as well. But wanting to flirt with you, wanting to talk to you. They're very sad and disappointed about something that fell apart. The Tower is something that crumbled, some sort of ending or something, some sort of foundation you guys built, it didn't work. You decided to put your efforts and your rewards into something else, and you're getting equal give and take, and it could definitely be working in your money for you. You really started asking yourself, what aligns with me? And you got a sense of hope back for your future, took a lot of action, and now you're very independent and confident. And I feel like, what does this person think when they view Pisces now? Six of Swords, you moved out of rough waters into calmer waters. Your stability is more stable than ever. You took that action and you moved out of rough waters into calmer waters. Maybe you've healed. You know, at one point you were stuck. You were juggling. You were unsure. You felt left out. Maybe you were having money problems. But this person is like, wow, do your thing. Yeah, you took a lot of action. They see you as someone who does what they want to do. That's who you are. If you want to bring an ending, you'll bring an ending. You don't care what bridges you burn. You don't give two fucks about those bridges. You'll go through the creek. You don't care. That's your personality. This person sees that. They see that you moved out of rough waters into calmer waters because of your personality. Because not only did you say this isn't enough for me, but you said, no, I will not settle for this. I will not settle for you. I love you, but I love you enough to walk away and say, you don't deserve me. That's an energy here. Giving truth, giving clarity. Them really starting to see how they pursue you and why you're holding back, why you're not taking an offer. You know, there's an energy here where this person's really seeing that they're very selfish, that they're getting driven by the parts of them that aren't thinking about the long term. They're not thinking about what's going to be good for their soul and what they truly want. They're thinking about the moment. And at the moment, it's, I don't want to give you your way, or I don't want to tell you how I feel. I don't want to bring change and transformation. Well, that's all fine and dandy until a few years down the road, you realize that the person that you were fighting against has grown so much that you don't even know them. You guys don't even exist in the same planet anymore. Different worlds, different people. And there's not a chance in hell that you'll ever be able to be with them because you didn't do the work and you didn't grow. And if that doesn't make you feel worse, then I don't know what does. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Understanding how they acted, understanding how they approached, things turning in your favor. A lot of things hidden, a lot of things that you didn't know, a lot of things that this person didn't say to you and didn't speak. But them definitely maybe wanting some sort of fun times with you. Now, this could be somebody that's got a sense of commitment already. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. With I'm in a committed relationship, I don't necessarily feel like this person is. I feel like this person has other commitments and you're not one of them. That's what I'm getting from this card. Any other time, I would say Pisces, they're in a commitment. What are you doing? But this time I'm getting, I have commitments and you're not one of them. This person didn't make you a commitment. This person didn't make you a priority. Saving your text messages, wanting to feel the way that they felt when they were with you, feeling consumed by that. Again, a lot of passionate thinking the time wasn't right for you guys. Staying awake late at night thinking about you, but understanding that they crossed the line. Understanding that they ultimately did know what they were doing, but that they did cross the line. Recognizing that they could have definitely messed some things up, but also recognizing that they're becoming a better person because of it. This is the double-edged sword. Okay, let's see what else we got. What else do we have? What do we have coming out for this? Interesting. I'm hearing that song. How does he sleep at night? Mama, the nerve of this guy to leave me so easy. Am I going to be all right? I want to kick myself for crying so hard. Mama, can you die from a broken heart? That's lyrics to a song, and I'm getting that. Whoever this is, at one point, you felt like this defeated you. You felt like this was going to kill you. Wondering how this person was able to live with themselves and sleep at night. I hope we can come back and pick up where we left off. Give me more time. I'm working on becoming a better person for you. I struggle with revealing my feelings and emotions. I regret my past mistakes and wish I could have another chance with you. Sorry, I did not see your value and your worth when we were together. I missed out on something good. The next person you allow in your life is going to be honest. Is going to be honest. Did you hear how I said that? That's interesting. That's not what I was saying. What I was saying is, I missed out on something so good. The next person you allow into your life is lucky. But what I said is the next person you allow into your life is going to be honest. So whoever you have coming in that's going to replace this person is going to be honest. It's going to make you feel safe and like you can trust them. That's interesting. I spend a lot of time thinking about you and wishing things were different. Wow. Fearing that you're never actually going to look at them the same because they have a hard time looking at themselves in the mirror. Recognizing that they didn't want to hurt you, but that they did, and feeling like a fool. Sometimes there's things in life that we do and we don't realize the actions that we're taking until later down the road, and we can be very ashamed of that. Those are some of the biggest growing lessons, is when you act a certain way or when you approach something a certain way and you feel a lot of shame. When you feel a lot of shame and regret and remorse and just heavy energy, those are the best growing experiences. They really are. And I feel like that's what's happened here. So what's the future outcome here? What's the future outcome? There's going to be balance and healing, and there's going to ultimately be victory. There's going to be truth spoken, and maybe this is truth that needs to be spoken. But I ultimately see you turning your back on a season where somebody stabbed you in the back and didn't care. And I feel like you knew this day would come where the tables would turn, where you would be victorious, where you would be successful, where you would have recognition, and where this person would come in and say, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I've been doing a lot of reflection and you loved me. It reminds me of that song, Pretty Heart. And in that song it says, I didn't think I was a bad guy. I knew you were good. You were golden on the inside. You loved me the best you could. I feel like this person was very imbalanced, very egotistical, very controlling, and would get so pissed at you with some of the littlest things, but they're recognizing that you did love them the best that you could. You really showed up for them. You nurtured them. You cared for them. I'm really having a hard time speaking. And they wish that they had that energy now. They wish that that's the energy that they could marry. What would our kids look like if we could have kids? What would that life have looked like? That's the things going through their head. And for some of you, they're wondering if you have a special person in your life, because maybe you're not the kind of person who goes around and tells everybody when you're dating someone. Maybe you're the kind of person who's like, I'm not going to tell nobody until we get married. Y'all ain't going to know I'm dating nobody until you hear me come up in here with a wedding ring. Like, maybe that's you. Wondering if you have that special person in your life, though. Wondering what you're up to. Are you hiding someone? And if you're not, how are you still on the market? Like, I have so many questions. All right, we're actually going to leave that here. Have a blessed day, guys.